When we clean these swords, we have to take them all apart so that we can have a look at each individual piece, check its condition, and then clean it with methods specific to that material. So for example, with the metals, we would use a solvent specific to metals, and that would clean it and not damage it. But when we're coming to clean the scabbards, we would use a different solvent, because the one that we use for the metals would actually remove the original lacquer, which we don't want to do. We want to try and keep as much of the original material intact as possible. And with regards to the hilt, which has a lot of silk braid on it, which is very, very delicate, we would basically brush the braid so that we remove any surface dirt, and then there are several areas where it's frayed and started lifting, and that would need to be secured. So we'd use a consolidant to just stabilise that and stop it from fraying or lifting any further. And similarly with the ray skin, which is kind of decoration in between, we would need to make sure that's nice and stable, and if it was loose we would use a consolidant, a different one to what we'd used on the silk braid, just to make sure that it wasn't going to fall off or become any looser or anything. Then with regards to the actual blade itself, we would use traditional Japanese cleaning techniques, and what we would do is we would take this powder ball, which is full of uchiko powder, and dab it along the blade, and then wipe it off using Japanese tissue, and that would remove any previous Japanese clove oil. And then what we would do is we would reapply the Japanese clove oil, which is here, and we'd put that on using a soft lint-free cloth, and if that's done once a year, it will protect it from rusting or corroding. And then we would put the swords back together, and usually all of these pieces would go on here between the blade and the hilt, and then we'd secure it using one of these little pegs, and that would make sure that nothing else could fall off or come apart, and then it'll go on display.